Last lesson, we learned how to assign a role. Today, we learn how to show the model an example of what we want. It's called one-shot and few-shot. By the end of this lesson, you will understand one-shot and few-shot prompting, showing the model one or more examples of the format you want, before you ask your actual question. Examples often beat descriptions. The model is very good at matching patterns it can see. What is one-shot and few-shot? It is showing the model examples of what you want, before you ask. Zero-shot means no examples, just ask. One-shot means show one example first. Few-shot means show several. The model then matches the pattern of your examples. Show, don't tell. Here is zero-shot. Just the question. Translate good morning to French. The model answers with whatever its default pattern is, probably just the translation. Zero-shot works fine for simple, well-known tasks. The model has seen thousands of translations in training and knows what format you want. Here is one-shot. You give one example first, translate good morning, a bonjour. Then ask your real question, translate good evening. The model matches the pattern. The answer is now guaranteed to be in the same format as your example. For simple tasks this is overkill. For unusual formats, one-shot is gold. Show, don't tell. Examples beat descriptions. Here is few-shot. 3 examples of the format: apples to apple emoji, bananas to banana emoji, Sunday to Sunday emoji. Then your real question, rain. The model almost certainly answers with the rain emoji. Few-shot is how you teach the model a brand new format with no description at all. Just examples. When does few-shot win? When the format is unusual or custom, like the emoji example. When description alone is ambiguous, the model isn't sure what you mean. When you want consistency across many outputs, the examples pin down the format. And when the task is brand new to the model, few-shot gives it a pattern to follow that no amount of description can convey. How many examples should you give? 1 example is one-shot. 2 to 5 examples is the sweet spot for few-shot. More than 5 usually gives diminishing returns. The model already sees the pattern. And remember, each example costs tokens. Long few-shot prompts can get expensive fast. 2 or 3 well-chosen examples is almost always enough. 2 or 3 well-chosen examples is almost always enough. Pick your examples carefully. They should cover the format you want. They should cover edge cases, empty input, weird input, large input. They should not contradict each other. If 2 examples show different formats, the model gets confused. Bad examples equal bad output, every time. Few-shot is a magnifying glass. It makes good prompts better and bad prompts worse. Here is a realistic example, classifying customer feedback as positive, negative, or neutral. 3 examples. Each one shows the format. Review : quote, sentiment : category. Then your real input, pretty good but expensive. The model has a clear pattern to follow. The answer will be in the same format. This is how production AI classifiers are built, just at scale. When should you use zero-shot versus few-shot? If the task is common and the format is common, zero-shot is fine. Translate to French, summarize this paragraph, write a haiku. The model already knows these. If the format is unusual, one-shot or few-shot. If edge cases matter, few-shot with edge case examples. For production consistency, few-shot always. The few tokens it costs is worth the consistency you get. If you remember one idea, show, don't tell. Examples beat descriptions, often. 2 or 3 well-chosen examples is usually enough. Bad examples equal bad output, so pick carefully. And reach for few-shot when the format is unusual, when edge cases matter, or when you need production-grade consistency. How do you pick good examples? Cover the typical case, what most inputs look like. Cover at least one edge case, empty input, unusual input, ambiguous input. Cover the format you want, the exact shape of input and output. And avoid examples that contradict each other. If 2 examples show different formats for the same kind of input, the model gets confused. Anatomy of a good example. Clear input, the question or task is unambiguous. Clear expected output, the answer or result is exactly what you want. No ambiguity, a human reading it would not stop and wonder what you meant. Reasonable size, not so short it teaches nothing, not so long it dilutes the pattern. 3 to 5 lines per example is usually right. Debugging few-shot. When the output is still wrong, add an example that covers the specific case that's failing. Make sure your examples don't contradict each other, that's a common silent failure. Try fewer examples, sometimes less is more, and too many examples confuse the model. And add an explicit format description too, alongside the examples, to lock in the pattern. Cost considerations. Each example adds tokens to every turn. The model rereads them every time you send a new message. Long conversations with few shot prompts can get expensive fast. If you're running few shot at serious scale, thousands of requests a day, look into fine-tuning, which bakes the pattern into the model itself. For most users, few shot is plenty and the cost is manageable. A few common myths about few shot. More examples is always better. False. Returns diminish past 3 to 5. Few shot makes the model smarter. False. It just shapes the output format. Few shot eliminates hallucinations. False. It just reduces them. And few shot is only for experts. Definitely false. Anyone can use it after this lesson. Show, don't tell. 2 or 3 well-chosen examples, that's the whole trick. Quick recap. 0 shot is asking without examples, fine for common tasks. 1 shot is one example, sets the format. Few shot is 2 to 5 examples, locks in the pattern. Examples beat descriptions for unusual formats, edge cases, and production consistency. Here is a small exercise. Invent a tiny format, word to emoji, name to mood, country to food, whatever you like. Write out 3 examples. Ask the model for a 4th without explaining the rule in words. See if the model matches the pattern. Try with a confusing format and see how few shot still gets it right. This exercise will give you an intuitive feel for the technique. Coming up next, the Interview Me pattern. We have biased the model with roles and with examples. Now we flip the dynamic. Instead of answering immediately, the model interviews you first. It gathers requirements before it responds. This is the meta pattern that prevents bad first drafts. We will see why it works and when to use it. Few shot, show, don't tell. 2 or 3 examples does the job. Examples, the universal language for showing an LLM what you want. Thanks for spending this time with me. Next, we learn the Interview Me pattern, making the model gather requirements before answering.